Right in the heart of historic downtown St. Genevieve sits a local favorite, Ciro's. Known for its laid-back atmosphere and hometown feel, Ciro's is the kind of place where friends and families come together to enjoy great food and good company. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite after school or hanging out on the weekend, it's a go-to spot for the community. Ciro's offers a variety of options from pizza and sandwiches to classic bar favorites, making it a place where there's something for everyone. With indoor seating and outdoor space available, it's a great place to relax and enjoy the charm of downtown. Located just steps away from some of St. Genevieve's most historic landmarks, Ciro's combines small-town history with a modern, welcoming vibe. So next time you're downtown, stop by Ciro's, where great food meets great people. Right in the heart of historic downtown St. Genevieve sits a local favorite, Ciro's. Known for its laid-back atmosphere and hometown feel, Ciro's is the kind of place where friends and families come together to enjoy great food and good company. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite after school or hanging out on the weekend, it's a go-to spot for the community. Ciro's offers a variety of options from pizza and sandwiches to classic bar favorites, making it a place where there's something for everyone. With indoor seating and outdoor space available, it's a great place to relax and enjoy the charm of downtown. Located just steps away from some of St. Genevieve's most historic landmarks, Ciro's combines small-town history with a modern, welcoming vibe. So next time you're downtown, stop by Ciro's, where great food meets great people.
All right, so we're going into the top of the third here as St. Gen came up with a goose egg here in the bottom of the second as they are trailing 6-2 right now, giving up a couple runs each inning as Bennett looking to try and get out of an inning here. Apologize for all the quiet here in the first beginning of this thing. We thought it was playing the whole time, as always, with our technical difficulties, trying to figure out a new program that we're running here.
It wouldn't be a broadcast without some technical difficulties. So
Absolutely.
if you're just joining, well, everybody's just joining. We're just joining.
Yeah.
I'm Alex Bowser, Josh Banks. The Pioneers, the Duchesne Pioneers, were coming in 2-1. Ste. Genevieve 0-2. It's been an eventful first couple innings, 6-2. The Pioneers put up a 4 spot in the first, followed by Ste. Genevieve 2 in the bottom half, and then 2 more in the top of the second for Duchesne. Again, we apologize for all the technical difficulties. It's our first time here at the field. We've got new camera angles that we're trying to work out, so stay with us, and we're getting everything figured out. So
Yeah, and odds are our Amiibo may run out of juice here by the 7th inning, so if it does, we'll end up adjusting another camera that we got. So we're kind of doing this on the fly to start off the baseball season to see where we can land here. As the first pitch is outside and away, ball 1. Wind blowing in from center field here as Bennett goes from the windup, tries a corner and misses again.
You know, that's frustrating that didn't work. It was a great 2 innings of our broadcast.
No, I know. I mean, we I thought we were really bringing in the satire and the glib, and just wasn't making it happen. Well, it was happening in our heads.
It
So
was. We thought we were doing a great job, but guess what? Nobody can hear you. But sometimes
right.
it's about the stuff that people don't see.
Yeah. So Bennett gets him to swing in a 2-1 count as he's having trouble getting ahead of batters today. And from the windup and the pitch, and another swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch.
Foul ball, though. It's going to make 2-2. Spring is in the air here, though, at Ste. Genevieve. It's a cool 65 degrees. The wind has stopped. Sun is gone behind the awning here for us. It's beautiful here in Ste. Genevieve. So thank you for tuning in today. And as we just started now broadcasting technically, but hopefully you've been enjoying the first 2 innings with our new cameras that we have set up. So.
And we look to have more angles as we progress through the year. We'll find out, though, if we can or not.
Yeah, we got
1 step at a time, right?
Yeah, we got our first softball broadcast tomorrow. That'll be at home versus Kingston. And then that one's driven out to right field.
And it could go.
That one is off the wall, and Sawyer Bowman will get that one at the wall, and Winter is in with a leadoff double. That one was rocketed out to right field.
So on a 3-2 pitch, ball is blasted into right field, right off the fence. And I don't think if the wind's blowing, that keeps it in.
Yeah, that one hit right at the base of the wall in right field. I know you guys probably couldn't see that there, but right at the base of the wall in right field. And now number 28, Ben Whitworth, will come up for the Pioneers here in the top of the third, looking to do more damage.
So St. Gen trailing 6-2 here with no outs and a man on second. And it's kind of been the story right now of all 3 innings.
Yeah.
Lead off getting on.
Yeah, the matchup history between these 2 teams is like we talked earlier, but you guys couldn't hear us. You know, this Duchesne and Ste. Genevieve, they really only play in baseball, so they have a 4-3 matchup history as Ste. Genevieve's winning that currently, but this could be tied up after today for how this one's going so far, but we'll see what Ste. Genevieve's got left in the next 4 innings or so.
Good start there with Bennett getting on with 0-1 count. As Whitworth hits that one away. And 0-1 with a man on second. No outs, down by 4. St. Gen needs to stop the bleeding here. From the stretch and the pitch, and that ball's hit hard down the right field line, and it's going to drop, and it's going to get past Sawyer. Could be a possible triple. No, he's going to slow up, and they're just going to switch bases.
Ben Whitworth driving in. Winter. And that will be an RBI double and make this one 7-2 in the top of the third.
So Winter will score from second base on a double.
It's like Michael
by the pitcher.
Michael Shaw coming
Whitworth,
up.
As he'll be replaced by a pinch runner. And still nobody out.
Yeah, Duchesne Pioneers coming in 2-1 to this game. They lost their first one against Fort Zumwalt East and won their following two against Montgomery County and Warrenton. And Ste. Genevieve 0-2 lost their first one last Friday versus Hillsborough, and then followed that up with a loss versus Orchard Farm on Saturday. So they're looking for their first win today. Here, first game at home, or actually third game at home. Sorry, they had their first two at home the other night.
Bennett checks the runner back. As Shaw, the number 7 hitter, digs in at the plate.
Bennett with the 0-0 pitch. It looks like he's going to square, and Shaw's going to pull that one back. I think he regrets it there. You saw him shaking his head like he should have laid down there.
Yeah, it was a strike. So nice job there by the catcher, getting the runner back.
Good job by Sutton there.
And I see him do this again on an 0-1 pitch.
Yeah, through the first 2 innings, I feel like it's been there's been some sloppy fielding by both teams, I think. You know, both teams are still trying to get their feet wet for the season.
Yeah, it's early.
Figure out what they got, and especially for Ste. Genevieve with the younger team this year, you got to kind of figure out what you got.
Ball's hit to center field, and it's going to be fielded cleanly for a catch, and that'll be out number 1.
Dominic Johnson with a good play there. Came in, had to go back a little bit, but was able to field that one easily and get the first out here in the third.
Yeah, and like we said, with the wind blowing in, the ball's going to hang up a little bit going to center field.
For sure. Ste. Genevieve, if you're wondering, they will head to St. Vincent tomorrow, and then they'll be at Redbud for a little border war showdown this Saturday, the 28th. For Duchesne, they got tomorrow at St. Charles, and then Saturday, the 28th, they'll be at Chaminade College Prep. So a lot of St. Louis teams. That's where Duchesne is from, the St. Louis area. So playing a lot of city schools is Ste. Genevieve, sticking with their roots down here.
What a name. It just rolls off the tongue. Chaminade. 1-0 count here by Bennett. Gets behind early to the number 8 hitter, who's a DH, Mason Shaw.
Got a great crowd here tonight. We got a lot of Duchesne fans and a lot of Ste. Genevieve fans tuning in for this Tuesday home game. Nice day to be outside.
So dangerous pitch coming up on a 2-0 count with 1 out. Shaw drilled one last time on. Let's see what they call up for Bennett here.
2-0.
Nice pitch, off speed.
Fouled away.
Yeah, that'll give him a little breathing room.
I'd like to give everybody an update on how our broadcast schedule is going to work the next coming weeks. Obviously, we're going to do the softball one versus Kingston tomorrow, but then we hit spring break here for Ste. Genevieve. But that doesn't mean that the baseball and softball teams won't play. We just won't be able to broadcast. So we got our schedules updated on our website. So if you go to the SGHS Sports Stream, you can find those schedules there, and you can still tune into the games. You also have to show up, and because I know the girls' team will be playing Valley there. That'll be a fun one. I know the boys got some home games as well. So we will not be broadcasting any over spring break, but then we will be back for April 8th when they play Jefferson R7. So
I believe that's a double duo there. We're looking to try and broadcast both softball and baseball that day. It was one of those double jeopardy games for us. So
yeah.
I believe the 8th and the 28th we will try to do so. We've been talking with our tech crew, and I think we can pull it off.
Yeah, with all our technical issues, hard telling. I feel like there's one. Every first time we do a winter, a fall, or a spring season, something's not going to go right, and it makes both of us mad.
Yeah, it
sure
does, because we don't figure it out till about 30 or 40 minutes into it.
Shaw with a good hack there to stay alive.
And so, looking here, we're still sitting with 1 out. Deuces are wild on the board for Shaw, who's fighting off Bennett. Let's see if Bennett can squeeze one in here and roll a chair to him.
Runner on second, 1 away here. The top of the third. Bennett's 2-2. Looks like he's going to try a pickoff.
Back throw, not anything there. So if you like what you're hearing, scan that QR code when it comes up on some of our advertisements and head on over to our website. Check out what we got going on the sporting stream.
Shaw with a hard single right up the middle, and that one's going to get past Dominic Johnson in center field. Shaw's looking for 2, and he's going to be in there. with a slide, and he'll be in there. 8-2 here in the top of the third. It was a good piece of hitting. Pioneers have done a great job executing. I mean, I think we knew it from the jump. As soon as we saw their cleanup hitter lay a bunt down in the first inning, I think we knew they were going to be very situational. And as Coach McDaniel's going to come out to have a talk or a pitching change, we will see. But the Pioneers have been very efficient. We've seen their top of the order hit hard line drives everywhere, cashing in runs. I think they've done a great job with runners in scoring position for sure.
Absolutely. Can't complain there. And being down what they are right now, 8-2 with 1 out. Not really making a ton of mistakes.
Yeah, Pioneers are hitting it where they're not.
Good job of hitting.
Yeah, for sure. Can't really complain with what the Dragons are. You know, they've had a couple sloppy plays, but the Pioneers have as well. I feel like they've been a little sloppy on the base paths, and especially in the field as well. I think in that first inning for sure they gave the Dragons a couple runs that maybe they shouldn't have had. But it's going to take a lot here. Down 6, they're going to need a big half inning when they come up in the bottom of the third.
Well, it looks like our camera moved a little bit there, so we don't have the whole field. I guess after that foul ball into the thing, so I may get back there and try to readjust it here in a little bit. Might be too difficult. We put it up kind of high.
Yeah, we'll see. You might be able to stand on the little ledge there and do that. Looks like we got L. Richards coming up, the 9-hole hitter.
So Richardson looking try and drive the runner over from second base.
Looks like the umpire talking some things over, trying to get some situational things figured out after that mound visit. 1 away here in the top of the third, 8-2 here at Yanks Field in beautiful downtown St. Genevieve. Bennett's 0-0 to Richards. Is a good off start. Getting ahead in the count. Good job. Like we talked about, Duchesne got a lot of hits today. Ste. Genevieve only's got 2 so far, as they're only been through their lineup once, as that one's driven out to right field. Bowman coming in, and he won't be able to make the play. Richards looking for 2. Duchesne's going to try to score here, and they will cash in another run.
Yeah, nice aggressive piece of running there as the right fielder overran it, then fell down. Well, he dove at it, and then went to go pick it up, fell down, and had to throw it from a seating position. So,
yeah, with the Pioneers playing so deep there,
yeah.
The Dragons playing so deep, wanting them to hit it deep. Richards, the 9-hole hitter, is able just to bloop one in there, and good read by the runner on second base to get a good read. Know it's going to drop, and he's going to score, and that's going to be an RBI double.
So Richardson, good piece of running there by him.
Grease comes up.
So Greasy looking to, and that's going to be maybe it for Bennett today, as Coach McDaniel comes to the mound as he takes the ball.
Yeah, not Bennett's best outing today, but this is a good Duchesne lineup, and you got to be proud of what he brought for you today.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back. We're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the third. 9-2 ball game. Stay with us. Located right here in St. Genevieve, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is a trusted name when it comes to keeping your vehicle looking and running its best. Known throughout the community for quality work and reliable service, Dwayne Doza and his team specialize in auto body repair, helping restore vehicles after accidents and bringing them back to life with expert care and attention to detail. But it doesn't stop there. At Dwayne Doza Auto Sales, you can also find a selection of dependable used vehicles, giving customers a chance to find the right car at the right price. What really sets them apart is their commitment to customers. With honest service, strong local roots, and years of experience, they've built a reputation people in St. Genevieve can count on. Whether you need repairs or you're searching for your next vehicle, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is ready to help. Stop by and see why it's a go-to spot for drivers in the area. St. Genevieve, number 12, Trenton Werner, the sophomore, will come in to try to close out this third inning here as Bennett went 2 1/3, let up 9 runs. But it was a good job hitting by the Pioneers early in this game so far. Josh Banks is going to try to fix one of our cameras right now as Greasy sends that one out to center field, and that's going to lay down. Dom Johnson with a good job getting the ball in there, and it's going to be first and third for Jamison Forrest here in the top of the third. It's like another great piece of hitting there by Greasy. A lot of left-handed hitters here for Duchesne. They got a good mix of righties and lefties. Me and Banks talked off air about how Duchesne's coach has done a great job mixing up their lefties and righties, trying to throw off Duchesne a little bit. St. Genevieve's a young team. They don't have many seniors on this year's squad. Had some people that didn't come out and play this year, so Coach McDaniel's still trying to figure things out here early on in the season. The main goal is to try to figure out stuff when it comes to district play, and that's what St. Genevieve needs to try to do. Obviously, playing some great opponents here early on is going to help that later in the year. St. Genevieve's in Class 4, District 2. That includes Central Park Hills, Herculaneum, North County, St. Genevieve, and Perryville. And that will be, just got news about that both softball and baseball will be at home districts. So we'll see if we're able to get on air. If we are, you will have to pay Misha guideline fees for that. So just know if we do end up broadcasting district games, you will have to pay the fees that Misha requires. The 2-1 pitch coming from Werner. So I've got a steal, and Richards is going to come in from third as that one got past Sutton. Greasy trying to get an extra base at third, and he is out. Good job by Sutton, though, not letting the pass ball affect the play as he's able to get Greasy out at third. That's going to be it's going to be a 10-2 game, but there will be a runner on third. Or excuse me, the runner's out at third. There'll be 2 away for Forrest, though. Forrest has done a great job today. He's been able to hit the ball where people are not, and that's the goal in baseball, to hit the ball where people are not and drive in some runs, and he's done all of that today. Top of the order is done very efficient with runners in scoring position. That 3-1 is fouled away, and Trenton Werner has got him in a 3-2 count. The pitch is driven out to left field. Hill is going to make a nice play out and left, and that will retire the side. 4 spot in the top of the third for Duchesne. We will be back. Stay with us for the bottom of the third. We're back with the bottom of the third. Whitworth is on the mound for the Pioneers. Josh Banks doing a good job fixing our camera there. We got 2 different camera angles here. The main one you see is up here with us, but we got another one behind the catcher. And a good job there by Banks. You'll see this Mevo camera, as we call it, testing it out for the baseball and softball seasons. We're hoping to get about 2 or 3 different angles for you so that we have a good view of, maybe the batter and catcher as you see right now, or the whole entire field as the Mevo camera does. Banks is back. He's here to join us. Sweating, huh?
It's a tough business climbing up there.
The viewers can't see what we're seeing, but he's up there trying to turn, and I'm up here like, you're good, you're good. No, no, this way, this way. It's an interesting business we get ourselves into.
Yeah, I was glad the fans were helping me out there.
Yeah, being cooperative, letting him get the ladder that's in the front row.
I know.
Ethan Ottens comes back up. He led off the game with a single. He's 1 for 1 today. The 0-0 is down in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Pioneers up 10-2 here in the top of the third.
Whitworth struggled. Whitworth struggled a little bit getting that ball up and starting a first pitch strike here today.
Ottens drives that one right up the middle, and a good job by the second baseman for the Pioneers stopping it, but Ottens' speed is going to get him on. And he's 2 for 2 today. Good job by the leadoff hitter, Ottens.
Nice job by Ottens there.
As Dominic Johnson will come up for Ste. Genevieve.
So Johnson, the number 2 hitter, looking to try and move Ottens over as the Dragons try to get something started here at the bottom of the third.
It's like Whitworth trying to pick off. He already got, I believe, Jet Wybrick over there on the top of the first. He was able to get him picked off. So Whitworth's going to keep trying that. The 0-0 to pitch to Johnson is in there for strike number 1. Johnson had a walk in his first at bat. The 0-1 coming from Whitworth is ground ball to third. Looks like they're going to get one at second, but they won't be able to turn the double play.
So,
and Johnson will have a fielder's choice there.
Johnson driving the ball straight into the ground. Nice high arc off of it. Gave him an opportunity to at least keep from getting a double play.
Yeah. Good speed over there by Johnson as well to be able to hustle that one out. So Willett comes up. He was 0 for 1, got on base, but it was an error his first time aboard. Another pickoff by Whitworth, but it's thrown wild. And Dominic Johnson is going to have a little cheapy double, if you could say, I guess, maybe, or a stolen base.
Well, an error by the pitcher as the throw was way off the mark for the first baseman.
Yeah, if you're Whitworth, you already got one out. You're up 8 runs. I feel like you just got to try to worry about the batter here and just get outs for your team. If you're Whitworth, you'd like to try and not get into your bullpen as much if you try.
So with Johnson at second, 1 out. Willett trying to score him here. And that ball's hit well to the shortstop.
Good play by the shortstop, and that's going to be an easy play by him, and that'll be 2 down.
Not much Johnson can do as that ball was right at the shortstop.
Yeah, really hard hit ball there by Willett, but right where the shortstop was playing for the Pioneers.
So with 2 down, a man on second, that's going to bring up Bird.
10-2 here in the bottom of the third.
Bird looking to put something in play.
Bird grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. High bounce there, but a nice play by the shortstop for Duchesne. And that's going to be the inning for Ste. Genevieve.
And that's going to be it for Pioneers. Closes out the third inning. We're going to go to the top of the fourth after this.
Trenton Warner going back out to the mound after a good bottom half of the third. He was able to get a couple outs there in relief of Eli Bennett. He'll be dealing with the top of the order here, or the heart of the order, excuse me, for the Pioneers, who've done a great job today.
Trenton has a little bit more zip on his ball, it looks like. We'll see about how he does getting ahead of the batter here. And nice first pitch fastball.
Jackson Nicodem up for Duchesne. It is a 10-2 game here, but grateful to be out here today. Is glad to be out here in the sun. Tired of the sick and cold winter air. I'm tired of this up and down weather. I want steady weather, stay warm, stay breezy. Get us some good weather days. Get outside, enjoy the weather.
0-2 pitch misses. And looks like we're at a 1-2 count.
Warner, the sophomore, with the pitch, is out, and it'll be 2-2. Like I said earlier, St. Gen, Coach McDaniel's he's got an interesting group here. He's got to try to figure out what his best lineups are and what he's got to do. And that one's fair down the line. Nicodem is going to be able to get in with a single.
And good round.
Yeah, that one was barely fair. I'm pretty sure right on the white. But a good hit by Nicodem, and he's had a great day today.
So with a man on first, nobody out. 0-0 count. Trenton looks to work the batter here.
Warner with the sidestep. Pitches out there to Drake Fortman.
Fortman, their number 4 hitter, one of their better hitters, puts a bat on the ball. And
Sutton's going to go talk to Warner. I've got a little break here. We just want to let you know that Broden Kreitler's back with Josh Banks tomorrow for our first softball game versus Kingston at Leon's Field here in downtown St. Genevieve. Should be a great one. Good weather is planning to happen, I believe, at the moment. So hard telling with this Missouri weather. You never know, but we're going to plan to be there, and it should be a fun one. The girls softball had a great start to the season. I know they did a great job down at Arkansas getting a third-place trophy and obviously a big win versus Potosi, and they were at Murfreesboro today. So no word on how they've been doing yet today.
Yeah,
so.
playing the Red Devils.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah. You go to their high school gym in the basketball, and they've got a little devil face that blows smoke out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. How about that, huh?
That's cool, though.
Probably not your most supportive. Like if you're a Catholic, it scares my wife half to death when we went there. So,
but the team will be at home for their first home game versus Kingston. So tune into that broadcast. We hope to not have any technical issues, but bear with us if we do. It's the first one of the year. So
nice pitch there by
Portman
Trenton.
Misses.
So Warner 1-1 here, no outs. Man at second, looking to force maybe a double play here. Be the first one today. Warner comes set in the pitch. Runner goes.
Runner takes off. Nicodem is in there with a stolen base. The cleanup hit, or excuse me, the 3-hole hitter. Nicodem getting a little stolen base there.
Good backup by Dom there as the ball gets past the second baseman.
Yeah,
or
Warner.
I should say the shortstop.
Warner working quick, but he's not really checking on Nicodem over there. I think he got a pretty decent lead and was able to take off. A bouncy throw by Sutton, but it was a good. Nicodem was going to be in there anyway.
Warner comes set here.
2-1, nobody out. Top of the fourth.
Ball inside.
Fortman, and that's going to be a 4-ball strike. Or, excuse me, walk. Not sure what I was saying there.
So first and second, gets a force out at third or second here.
Yep.
As that brings up the number 5 hitter, Winter.
Yeah, Ben Winters have a good day today. He started off the day with a RBI double, 3 RBI double to clear the bases to put the Pioneers up 4-0 in the first.
I'm sure he's sitting on a fastball first pitch.
See if he can get anything here to drive.
Warner tries a corner and misses.
Warner's 1-0. Coming home. A good
Nice
strike.
pitch on that outside half.
Yeah, got to work corners here if you're Werner.
So knee-high fastball, and the count goes to 1-1 with no outs. St. Gen looking to try and manufacture an out here.
Winter, good take there by the catcher.
Almost got him to go.
Yeah, experienced hitter there with a good take.
So Warner comes set, the 2-1 pitch.
Looks like the runners take
will
off.
go, double steal, and nice job by the catcher.
Nick at him, got him at third. Good throw by Sutton.
Yeah. Sutton able to throw a laser down there to third, right on target.
It's going to be the first out of the inning. Fortman at second, though, in scoring position here for Winter. 3-1 count.
The payoff pitch coming up here.
That one's going to be outside.
So he's going to put him on first, and that'll be a force at any base again except home plate.
Give a quick update on our track and field and golf teams. I know they had a we're at the Rebel Relays last Friday, pretty successful there, and they'll have the Warrior Relays, I believe, are tomorrow at North County. So good luck to all track and field participants there. And our boys golf team started their season off pretty well against yesterday, against Windsor, and they're back in action tomorrow versus St. Vincent and Perryville at home. So
I think they came in second.
Yeah, so great job by Ste.Genevieve, and we'll see if they can have more success tomorrow versus St. Vincent and Perryville.
Yeah, I believe their top golfer was Luke Ferrano, who shot a 48.
Yeah, I know they're also through 9 for sure. I know they're at Lead Belt, I believe, on Thursday too. So busy week for the golf team.
Or maybe I said that wrong. Maybe I don't know what I remember. It was low. It was a pretty low score for first round, and this is Ferrano's first year golfing, as he transitioned from playing baseball last year to going to the golf course this year. Not to mention the scholarship he got. That he's going to play football next year, so he'll continue his athletic career at the collegiate level.
Yeah, we've had a lot of our athletes here at St. Genevieve, the seniors, commit. I know we've had Paul Taylor, Drake Meyer, Jacob Bourne, Caden Manning. That's just Luke Ferrano, like you just mentioned. That's only a couple to mention. I'm sure there's going to be more people to sign as well. As that one's driven out to left center field.
It's going to tail back to the left fielder. He's going to make the catch.
Good play by Hill. That one hung up there.
Yes, it did, and kind of a little arc to it.
Yep. Two-way, though, here. Like I was saying, there was a lot of, I'm sure we'll have more commits as well, but shout out to all those players, whether they're playing football or wrestling, I believe was the only ones we've had so far. So shout out to all those athletes and wish them success in their collegiate level. Michael Shaw up to the plate for the Pioneers in the top of the fourth.
Ball outside as Warner tries to put a little heat on that and just let it go too soon. So top of the fourth, and so far St. Gen holding off the Pioneers as he looks inside. Can't find the corner, and that leaves a 2-0 count. Shaw, the number 7 hitter. Looking to probably swing on a fastball here, and he does.
It's going to be right to Dominic Johnson at second.
Right there.
Playing the grass there. And that'll be a clean inning for the sophomore Trenton Werner. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 10-2, Pioneers lead. Right in the heart of historic downtown St. Genevieve sits a local favorite, Ciro's. Known for its laid-back atmosphere and hometown feel, Ciro's is the kind of place where friends and families come together to enjoy great food and good company. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite after school or hanging out on the weekend, it's a go-to spot for the community. Ciro's offers a variety of options from pizza and sandwiches to classic bar favorites, making it a place where there's something for everyone. With indoor seating and outdoor space available, it's a great place to relax and enjoy the charm of downtown. Located just steps away from some of St. Genevieve's most historic landmarks, Ciro's combines small-town history with a modern, welcoming vibe. So next time you're downtown, stop by Ciro's, where great food meets great people. Coming up, Jet Wybrick will lead it off for Ste. Genevieve. Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Whitworth still on the mound. 2 runs through 3 so far for Whitworth, the southpaw for the Pioneers. His 0-0 pitch here, a strike, number 1.
Belt high fastball right down the middle. Wybrick settles in on an 0-1 count. Fouls it away, straight back.
Good cut there by Wybrick, though.
Yeah.
Whitworth, the 0-2. Outside. 1-2. Whitworth fires in, and it's going to be popped into the air. And a Jet Wybrick, nice play by the third baseman, but he bobbles the ball, and Wybrick's going to be on with a little infield single there. Some weird turns there, but Wybrick able to get on the board for another hit for Ste. Genevieve.
So finding a way to get on with no outs. St. Gen got something going here.
Sawyer Bowman up to bat for Ste. Genevieve. He had a single his first time up. Wybrick got picked off last time, so we'll see if he's a little bit more cautious.
And that ball is going to go past the
looks like it hit him.
Ah, it's going to be a dead ball.
Looks like it hit him on the bounce, and it looks like Sawyer Bowman is going to be hit by the pitch.
Up to bat, number 14, Connor Hill.
So first and second here with no out. St. Gen having its best start here.
Yeah, good opportunity. Just like the first inning, you know, the second and third innings didn't go the way they planned, but now Ste. Genevieve in a good position here.
It looks like an appeal by the coach to see if there was an actual hit on the foot here. And the umpire is going to agree, and we're going to continue on here after a little talk.
First and second, nobody out here for Hill, the freshman. Flew out his first time up.
So Whitworth delivers. Ball low.
Low. 1-0.
Count 1-0 here. You almost got to have him swing away. You don't want to sacrifice runs on bunting.
Yeah, you also don't want to give him outs trying to sacrifice bunts or anything either. You just kind of hit away and see what happens from there.
Well, the count's 2-0. He's looking at a fastball here, ready to swing. Whitworth comes set. He delivers. Ball low.
Low as well, and a 3-0 count here from Whitworth.
So Hill digging in here. He's looking for a fastball. Odds are coach told him to take it. And right down the middle.
Strike number 1.
Gives you an opportunity to get a good look at a fastball.
Yeah. Looked like Whitworth might have took a little off there, just trying to throw it in there.
So the 3-1 pitch here to Hill. And Hill takes one upstairs, and that'll be ball 4. As St. Gen gets the bases juiced.
for Eli Bennett. Here in the bottom of fourth, good opportunity for St. Genevieve to try to get back into this one.
So with ducks on the pond and no outs, that brings up the senior Bennett. Eli looking to pick himself off a few RBIs here.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Eli. At least try to put this ball in play. You need a run here for sure.
Yep. So Woodworth starts off with a strike here as Bennett digs in. Looking to try and maybe drive something to the right side.
Bennett will take that one. It's 1-1.
So the count even at 1. As runners lead away here. Bennett needs to put this ball on the ground.
It's going to be fouled back.
So
Good hack there by Bennett.
Looking to go to the right side, foul it off to the right side. So he's got the right idea. Now he's got to protect the plate here. As he looks like he extends his legs here and just throws the hands, something close.
The 1-2.
And the ball's hit on the ground. Fielded one.
Got him.
And a double play, but not before Bennett gets an RBI.
Bennett gets an RBI, but they roll it over. And
Yeah.
a good job there by Duchesne. They got 2 away here now with a runner on third for number 4, Maddox Sutton. That's not really what you wanted for St. Gen, but you get a run.
It is not.
You really got to try to cash in here. Let's see what Sutton can do. Try to cash in Bowman there at third.
Nice pitch. Start off the batter here. Sutton starts off 0-1. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, as St. Jen's getting deeper into the innings. And they are trailing by 6 or 7.
The 0-1 is in there.
And got him 2 curveballs in a row.
Yeah, Whitworth being a little cheeky up there with the 2 curveballs.
I know, right?
Sutton not ready for it. Got to protect here, though.
Let's see if he comes back with a fastball.
The 0-2.
No, he throws another deuce.
He fouled away.
It sounded like he got fisted.
Good job by Sutton there. 3 curveballs in a row, but he's able to foul that last one off. Had some weird spin on it, but was just able to hit it, and that's what matters.
So 0-2 count here with 2 outs.
Whitworth, 0-2. Low.
Tried to sneak one in on him. Just didn't have it in the right area.
The 1-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Whitworth deals the pitch.
And the ball's driven
Flown
out to
the
center field. And he may drift.
In the gap.
He's going to. Sutton's going to get extra bases here.
Maddox Sutton in with an RBI double.
Nice job. Sutton picks up a double to center field on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs as he gets an RBI. And that's big. So St. Gen clawing their way back into this game as best they can right now. Down by 6. And they're going to pinch run for the catcher here as they let him put his equipment back on.
10-4 here. First extra base hit of the day for St. Genevieve is Tyler Sherry. The freshman will pinch run with the top of the order, and Ethan Otten's coming up. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, so big run there at second. Trying to make this just inching a little bit closer in the fourth.
Otten's been pretty solid with the bat right now. 4th inning. As it counts 0-0 with 2 outs. Man on second, looking to try and get an RBI single here. Ball up. And I can imagine the coach has probably told them, when you're down this, take the first pitch until you get a strike.
Yeah. Make them throw you strikes.
So the count's 1-0.
1-0.
Whitworth, and that's a drive shot there by Ottens.
Right to
It's
the left
drifted,
fielder. Nice
but
play
the left
by
fielder
Richards.
makes a good play on the run.
And that will be the inning. St. Genevieve gets 2 back in the fourth.
So
Top of the 5th.
Otten sends it for a ride and comes up short. We'll be back.
and Banks talking as we reach the top of the fifth. Our Mevo is our behind the batter's box camera that you've been seeing every now and then.
Yeah, it's our mobile camera.
Battery powered or charged, has to be charged all the time. So we're hoping that it'll last till the end of the game here with 3 more innings left to go.
Well, we're going to test it anyway.
Looks like the Pioneers will come up to the plate and a drive out to right field. Bowman's going to come in and make the play. Nice catch by Bowman there as the Pioneers are sat down. And Richards will come up to the plate now for Duchesne.
So the number 9 hitter, Richardson, at the plate here. The delivery.
Like I said, Werner, the
Blowing
sophomore's
away.
done a good job at a relief coming in and giving them innings and throwing in some strikes. He's walked a couple batters, but he's gotten out of some good jams.
Yes, he has.
Some much-needed innings for Coach McDaniel. He's down 2-0 here.
That ball was up, but it was pretty close. Looked belt high to me. So Warner digging in with no outs. Well, I'm sorry, with 1 out. From the windup. Nice pitch, knee high. I don't think the wind's let up on the outfield.
No,
center
I'm
field.
not feeling it much here. I'm glad I'm in short sleeves and shorts, so it might be a little chilly with that sun going down. But it's not stopping in the outfield. The flags are still blowing in.
Well, ball's away, so that's 3-1.
Yeah,
Warner's got to come back after him here.
Seen a couple warning track shots by both teams. You know, maybe if the wind's blowing out there, those could carry. But
Yeah. That
Richards
ball, was
right
hit
to
off the pitcher,
Warner,
and that's off his calf.
and Richards will be on with a single as the catcher Maddox Sutton and Coach McDaniel will go out to check on Werner.
And he just has to walk it off a little bit. I think it hit him on the meat of his calf,
Yeah,
which is a good spot to hit.
Richards with a hard line drive. That was going to be a single anyway. No one was playing right up the middle, but Dominic Johnson kind of fell down there as he wasn't expecting the ball to go the opposite way.
Oh, and that ball did go out pretty far, considering it went off his leg.
Yeah, it took a nice 90-degree angle to our right, and
So-
Richards is on with 1 away.
So they're going to let Warner throw a couple here after getting hit with the ball just to make sure he's all right. You see this happen a lot of times where a pitcher kind of gets hit, and you want to make sure he's pushing off on that leg. And I'm sure that's going to swell up, but as long as he's moving around on it right now, today, he should be okay.
He's got some adrenaline going, I'm sure, as well. So
Yeah, he looks like he's all right. But nice hard hit there by Mason Shaw,
looks like Trenton is good to go.
or I should say Richardson, the number 9 hitter. And that brings up
Grease.
Tim Greasy again.
He's had a great day for
Boy, he
Duchesne,
has
the
been a
leadoff
heck of a
hitter.
leadoff. So Trenton Warner okay, and that will put 1 runner on the first base line. We got 1 out, top of the 5th, as Greasy digs in for the Pioneers.
Watch Richards. He might try to steal a bag over there.
And he does.
First
Nice
pitch, and
pitch.
he is there easily. Got a great jump. Sutton bobbled the ball, but I think he would have been there easily.
Yeah, Sutton couldn't get the transition, but I don't think it was anything he could have done about that. He got a heck of a jump. Pretty aggressive team, Pioneers. On the base path, swinging the bat.
Yeah, with a lead, a good size lead, they can afford to be aggressive a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Ball inside. The count goes to 1-1 as ones are on the board here.
Werner's 1-1. It's going to be driven out to center.
That ball's hit harder than the center fielder thinks.
That's
as
going to
it
be over
drifts
Brody
his
Wolf's
head.
head. Greasy heading for 2. Richards is going to round third, and he'll be in there as Greasy's thinking 3, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up triple.
Greasy has some wheels.
Smoked that one out to center.
He's like 4 for 4 today.
That's going to be another run for the Pioneers. So Richards scores from second, 11-4 here in the top of the 5th. Good time to shout out our sponsors, Ciro's Downtown Restaurant in St. Genevieve, and Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sports. Thank you for being the sponsors of St. Genevieve High School Sports Broadcasting. We appreciate you, and hope you appreciate us as much as we do you.
Absolutely.
Trenton Werner, and that one's going to be over an error by Ethan Ottens, and a strong, hard hit by the Pioneers will drive in another run and make this one 12-4. As Nicodem will come up with a runner on first.
Boy, the top of their lineup's tough right now.
That was a
Just
tough play
teeing
by
off.
Ethan there. That was hit hard, but got a good bounce, just bounced right off the tip of his glove.
Yep. So Warner still pitching well. Just not getting some of the breaks he needs.
Nicodem will come up, and he will ground that one foul.
So with one out, count 0-1, 12-4 is St. Gen. Trailing by 8.
Talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but Pioneers have done a good job hitting it where the St. Genevieve Dragons aren't, and that's the point of baseball, hitting it where they're not, and hitting them in gaps and making them work, making them move side to side. I think St. Genevieve's dove a couple times and just been just short. They're hitting the ball hard, and that's what matters as well.
So Warner checks the runner, comes home. Little snap throw by the catcher, Sutton. Over to Bennett, good scoop by him, nothing going there.
Yeah, that's an underrated scoop there by Bennett. If that one gets by him, now
he's
runner
going
is on
extra
second,
bases.
and now he's in scoring position. So you want to make Nicodem earn and at least try to get extra bases here.
So 2-1 count, and the pitch inside almost hits the batter, and that'll bring it to a 3-1 count. Warner needs to dial it in here. You got to be thinking fastball, knee high. And there it was.
Pitch by Werner. 3-2 now.
So full house on the board here with one out.
Werner's
That ball's
pitch,
going to
a
be
ground
hit off
ball.
the ground. Fielded
Nice.
cleanly by
Nice
Warner.
play by Werner.
He tags the runner, and that'll advance the runner to second base, but not before he's out. And Warner picks up his second out. of
Good
the
job
inning.
play by Werner there. Eli Bennett, the first baseman, charged as well, but Werner smartly just went and tagged him. Drake Fortman now, the cleanup hitter, up for Duchesne, looking to cash in the runner on second. Two-way, though, here in the fifth.
Warner delivers. The ball's
Fortman's
fouled off.
just fouled.
As it's relatively quiet here in the bottom of the fifth.
Could hear a bird chirp. Bottom of
Warner
the fifth,
comes
the
set.
0-1.
Pitch. Oh, nice curveball. Froze the runner. Boy, look close, but umpire says it's going to be inside. I think it caught him by surprise.
Yeah, for sure. Warner's mostly just been pumping in fastballs. Hit him with a good off-speed there, though.
Yes, he did.
Fortman fouls that one away.
Knife off-speed pitch there. He threw a little changeup low. And he gets ahead of the count here, 1-2 with 2 outs. Looking to try and end this inning, get back on the offensive scheme here.
12-4 here in the top of the fifth, here in Yanks Field. Fortman drives that one through the gap. Sawyer Bowman's going to have to come up firing. And it looks like they're going to hold him at third. Good job by Sawyer to pick that bounce and fire home.
Absolutely.
Holds the runner at third. Now first and third for number 5, Ben Winter, who's had a good day as well, the catcher.
So a good piece of hitting there by Fortman, who's able to find the gap in between the first baseman and the second baseman to keep their drive alive here. First and second with 2 outs. As Sutton calls a play in, they're going to bring in the corners.
First and third here for
Yeah.
the Pioneers.
Or they're going to play him even, it looks like.
Yeah, a two-way here.
Yeah.
No sense in coming in.
The delivery, nice swing. Sutton gets ahead. Or it's not Sutton, I should say. Warner gets ahead. 0-1 with 2 outs. Warner not looking to give him anything too good here. Nice snap back here to first. Nothing going, but he's keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, Fortman being agile over there at first. I know you guys can't see that, but he's being agile over there, making Warner think that he's over there, which he is. He's going to go there. Sutton coming the throw, and Fortman slides in, and now runners in scoring position here for the Pioneers.
So good effort there by Sutton, just not able to come clean with it.
Yeah, maybe with a faster runner for the Pioneers at third, you maybe see them try to take advantage and score there, but with the score here.
Yeah, no sense of doing that.
Yeah, especially with 2 outs.
Yeah, base hit will score him anyway. So 1-1 count, and the off-speed pitch doesn't pay off.
Take by Winter.
So Winter sitting up 2-1 here. Can sit on something he likes or let it go. Warner comes set in the delivery. And a swing and a miss.
Pitch.
Good
2-2.
off-speed pitch on the outside half. Got him looking. So we'll see what Warner can come up with here on this next pitch as deuces are wild on the board.
2-2. Whitner fouls one off right to the dugout.
So he kind of top spin that one.
Yeah, it looks like Whitner's kind of waiting for that fastball. Warner's doing a good job mixing up the off speeds, working corners here.
Yeah. So Warner's going to try it again here with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Ball inside.
3-2 here. Good at bat by Winter.
Tried to catch him with the off speed. You can see as the sun's starting to crest here on the back end, it's starting to cool down.
Wind still blowing. 3-2 pitch. Winter
Ball
drift right
hit
up the middle. Fortman's going to try to score, and it looks like the Pioneers will have 2 more runs to make this 14-4. As Winter with a 2-out RBI single to make this one 14-4 in the top of the 5th.
Good piece of hitting on a full count.
Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here for the Pioneers. Pioneers, that at bat symbolizes what they've been doing all day.
Absolutely.
Working counts,
Very,
hard,
very disciplined.
hitting the ball hard.
Early in the season, you got to like that.
Yeah, making Ste. Genevieve use a lot of pitches, and you can't ask for much more if you're the coaches for Duchesne. Looks like we got a substitution here. Do not have all the numbers, so we won't be able to tell you all the subs we see, but number 18 coming up for Duchesne. The pitch from Werner is another single by Duchesne.
As they continue to rattle the bats, boy, I tell you, even with 2 outs, they're aggressive.
Yeah, they'll have second and first here for Michael Shaw.
So Shaw, the number 7 bat.
Looks like we'll have another pinch hitter, I believe.
I think he's going to let Shaw swing away.
I think he is going to let Shaw hit here. Excuse me.
So Warner just trying to get out of this inning. It's been one of his rougher ones.
Yeah, then they're going to have to rally the bats.
So Warner comes set. Pitch. Tried the outside, miss.
The 1-0 from Warner to Shaw is outside. 6:21 p.m. Central Time here in beautiful downtown Ste. Genevieve here in the Show Me State. 3-0 to Shaw. See if the Pioneers give him a green light here if he gets a good fastball. Shaw 3-0.
Oh, nice pitch right down the middle.
In there for a strike.
So now he can sit on the fastball if he wants it. We'll see if They dial it up for Warner here. Warner comes set. The delivery.
It's driven and right to Bennett, and that will be the inning. Trenton Werner able to limit the damage, but Pioneers score 4. See what Ste. Genevieve's got 2, 3, 4 coming up for them in the bottom half of the 5th. Right in the heart of historic downtown St. Genevieve sits a local favorite, Ciro's. Known for its laid-back atmosphere and hometown feel, Ciro's is the kind of place where friends and families come together to enjoy great food and good company. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite after school or hanging out on the weekend, it's a go-to spot for the community. Ciro's offers a variety of options from pizza and sandwiches to classic bar favorites, making it a place where there's something for everyone. With indoor seating and outdoor space available, it's a great place to relax and enjoy the charm of downtown. Located just steps away from some of St. Genevieve's most historic landmarks, Ciro's combines small-town history with a modern, welcoming vibe. So next time you're downtown, stop by Ciro's, where great food meets great people. Located right here in St. Genevieve, Duane Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is a trusted name when it comes to keeping your vehicle looking and running its best. Known throughout the community for quality work and reliable service, Duane Doza and his team specialize in auto body repair, helping restore vehicles after accidents and bringing them back to life with expert care and attention to detail. But it doesn't stop there. At Duane Doza Auto Sales, you can also find a selection of dependable used vehicles, giving customers a chance to find the right car at the right price. What really sets them apart is their commitment to customers. With honest service, strong local roots, and years of experience, they've built a reputation people in St. Genevieve can count on. Whether you need repairs or you're searching for your next vehicle, Duane Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is ready to help. Stop by and see why it's a go-to spot for drivers in the area. Last hope for St. Genevieve if they can't get a run. The mercy rule says 10 runs if you're up by 10 or more after 5. St. Genevieve needs at least 1 run here.
And looks like Johnson's going to lead off.
He's 0 for 1 today. Had a walk in the first. Had a fielder's choice his next at bat. So Johnson looking to get his first hit of the day. The first pitch from the Pioneers is for a strike. We got a new pitcher, number 7 for Duchesne. Sorry if we don't have all the numbers for Duchesne. Weren't given a full roster, so just got the starters for them today. He's doing a good job here so far, throwing strikes. He's got Johnson 0-2.
Yeah, he comes straight at him with 2 fastballs here. Let's see what he comes. As he resets here, he's a right-hander, so they're looking at a different arm from a different angle here. As he goes into the windup in the pitch.
Strike 3. Johnson goes down on 3.
So the Pioneers roll Johnson a chair. That's going to bring up number 23, Noah Willett.
Willett with 1 away, and St. Genevieve. We haven't seen many strikeouts today, but St. Genevieve goes down there.
So the initial pitch to Willett.
Swings away, and strike number 1.
Ball a little up as Willett goes in hard. And we got an 0-1 count here.
It's gonna
ball was
first
outside.
Ball thrown for the new Duchesne pitcher. 1-1 here, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Trying to get into a rhythm here. And the pitch.
Fouled back over our heads. It's going to be 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming to Willett. Up. Good leave there by number 23, the junior Willett.
So deuces are wild here. See what the Pioneers dial up.
The 2-2. So skied
straight up in the air. And the catcher's got a beat on it. Oh, and it hits fair and goes foul. And it's a foul ball because nobody touched it. Wow, what a lucky break there for the Pioneers.
Looks like the catcher got a weird read on that. The ball had spin on it.
Yeah, normally you want your third baseman or pitcher to call you off on that because
Yeah, I
they're
think
coming to the ball instead of going away from it.
Took a quick peek, and the pitcher was there. I feel like he could have called him off. Maybe he just felt like this is a good situation for my catcher right now. But a 2-2. Good leave by Willett.
Ball up. He almost went.
One of the better at-bats here for Ste. Genevieve today from the 3-hole.
So full count.
The 3-2. Skied in the air again. And it looks like the play will be made by the third baseman for the Pioneers. And now Ste. Genevieve down to their final out here. And we'll have a pinch hitter as Brody Wolk will sub in for number 2, Jeremiah Bird.
The delivery.
And that one's going to be skied in the air and going to be called by the shortstop, and the Pioneers will handle that one. And that is the ball game today. A great showing by the Duchesne Pioneers as they mercy rule the Ste. Genevieve Dragons by a score of 14-4. Duchesne just did a great job in the first couple innings, and throughout this game, it just hitting the ball hard and hitting it where Ste. Genevieve wasn't. And at the end of the day, that was the difference maker.
And they're really strong hitting the ball with people on. They were very good at advancing runners and getting good pitches to hit. So St. Jen's got to get back to the drawing board and kind of work in and figure out a lineup that they want to go with and how to win some games here.
Ste. Genevieve moves to 0-3 on the season. They're at St. Vincent Indians tomorrow and then at Redbud for Saturday. Duchesne Pioneers move to 3-1. They're at St. Charles tomorrow, and then Saturday the 28th will be at Chaminade College Prep. We thank everybody for tuning in today. We know we had some technical issues through the first couple innings, but thank you for bearing with us, and we'll be back tomorrow for our first softball home game of the year between the Ste. Genevieve Dragons and the Kingston Cougars.